Hi, everybody. It's the Chiat Day Binder Day 7, I think. Pizza Hut. Pizza Hut. Mmm. What is that now? Fast casual or whatever you call it? Chiat Day's time with Pizza Hut was actually one of my favorites when it came about because it was taking your hometown Pizza Hut that Foot Cone Belding had done at that time, which was bland and comfortable and ordinary, and you knew everything that was going to come. You take a parody product like pizza, and this, remember, folks, was a time when pizza was delivering, but also people went to the actual restaurants and ate the pizza. And Pizza Hut was the one you grew up with, and you knew everything about it. It was just, there was nothing to say about it. And Foot Cone Belding was trying to, improve it and pitched other ideas, but the management at Pizza Hut was getting restless. And what's interesting is that Pizza Hut, Pepsi, Frito-Lay, you can see how during the late 80s, it was beginning of the megalith holding companies, and you get a client here and you get an opportunity there. But they actually contacted Chiat Day because they thought they needed something like that. In fact, I'm going to read to you what the client said at the time. It said, oh, this is good. This is really good. The hometown Pizza Hut effort projected the same friendly but unfocused feelings that every other fast food business in America is trying to capitalize on, said a senior account manager at a Chicago agency. He says, it wasn't working hard enough, and it certainly doesn't compare to the kind of breakthrough advertising Pizza Hut is now getting. This is clearly another example of Chiat Day creating a special identity for one of its clients. Right there, creating a special identity. Not just an identity that everybody sees and everyone talks about, because did you see our ad? Did you see our ad? Did you see it on the Super Bowl? Here's 2 weeks before teasing it. Here's a week after saying how we won all the awards. That's not creating a special identity. A special identity is inherently invisible, and that drives some people crazy. It's invisible until you probe humanity and find out you've caught a nerve. The thing they did, they looked at, how can we make Pizza Hut famous? Well, celebrities are good, but see, bite and smile celebrity things, I always eat blah, 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 pretend he didn't smile. We'd all seen enough of that. They worked really hard, and Pizza Hut got involved in it because it's their pizza, to find the right kind of celebrities that would touch culture, but present them in a way that was them naturally enjoying Pizza Hut pizza. It was very low key. It was intimate. It was just very much like whoever the celebrity was talking to you while eating the pizza, actually eating the pizza. So a certain amount of the deliveries delivered while someone's chewing. Doesn't sound interesting today? Well, in the late 80s, that was breakthrough. And it still could be a breakthrough. Because what they did, they got Roseanne Barr, they got Martin Mull, they got the McKenzie brothers, they got Rita Moreno, they got Pat Morita, they got Marvin Hagler, the boxer. And the story about Marvin Hagler was kind of interesting, is that there was a story that they were going to shoot something with him as a boxer, but they actually didn't know that big fight he was going to have with whoever it was, Kenneth Hearns or whoever it was, like that night or something was going to be on TV. And so they rewrote the script where he goes, I wonder what what's his name's eating tonight, the other boxer. Probably soup. So he's eating his thing. It's like, wow. That idea that you can do something of the moment with a celebrity or an event into your thing. But it's not simply celebrity stuff. I can't press this upon you enough. The brilliance of what they did, and I haven't seen one done like this since, which shows a famous person naturally eating, enjoying Pizza Hut pizza in their unique way. They fed them some lines, but most of the celebrities did it mostly on their own. Martin Mull. You know, he does his thing, you know, has beaten a certain way. Can you start at the crust? No, I'm sorry. You must begin at the point. You know, or the McKenzie brothers, you know, pizza radar, use noise to disorient your opponent, eh? Put the first, piece on top of your head and then, oh no, that comes later. What was so cool about that is they were so identifiable because they were quiet and intimate and undersold. I'll put a link to something in there so if you don't know what I'm talking about. And it just touched the fact that everyone likes pizza, but everyone likes it in their own way. Their toppings, eating it their certain way, the people who don't eat the crust, the people who, take 2 or 3 pieces at once or take one or, I just love that because it was Chiat Day that was finally getting a chance at a pretty ordinary, bland American thing, pizza. And this is American pizza after all. And blowing it up. And doing that campaign, it was, I think, a change in management at Pizza Hut that wanted them to go from image to some sort of promotional stuff. Because what happened was, Hoyt Axton, he says, I wouldn't trust anybody who doesn't like pizza, These were so good. A couple Hoyt Axton ones. A couple Rita Moreno ones. In fact, I got copies of the CA annuals with all of the shots in here. Now, the other thing that was really interesting is that the next thing that Chiat Day did, besides the celebrities enjoying their pizza in their intimate way, was introduce a new product that Pizza Hut called Priazzo. It's kind of a cobbled together Italian word, but it was a new thing. Priazzo. And how to eat one. Yes, that is a placemat, folks. That is a placemat at a Pizza Hut restaurant. When I knew they had the account, I went to Pizza Hut and I swiped everything I could that I thought that they did. And I could tell because of the writing. Priazzo, how to eat one. Although Priazzo was not a pizza, it is generally believed that both dishes have their roots in Italy. Priazzo Italian pie has a bottom and a top stuffed with a variety of meats, cheeses, and other delicious things. It is then baked to perfection. The best tools for eating Priazzo can be found at the end of your arms. When you do a placemat, you go to Pizza Hut, you place your order, and they bring you your drinks or whatever. You're waiting. You're rewarded for waiting. Excuse me. It's sort of like at Disney World. Walt Disney kicks ass at entertaining you while you wait. If you've ever been to Space Mountain and you're going through the line, they give you glimpses of the ride going through these little holes they've cut into the ride that tease you and build your expectation. This does too. Most placemats are boring and they are filled with whatever you think you're going to see. Innovate the mundane, make them entertaining. Even the fine print is really, really fun. How about this? Pizza and transportation. The idea of driving it home. It says, according to the Department of Pizza Transportation Statistics, the best way to carry a pizza is by securing the box with seat belts, right? And the important thing is putting your button down so, people don't steal it, and make sure right side up and things like that. And then, what else was in here? They had a few of these. Pizza and youth. These kind of fun illustrations, but it's sort of like, in some states, it's illegal to have a slumber party and not serve our pan pizza or thin pizza. Well, it's a crime anyway. With real mozzarella cheese and thick tomato sauce, our pizza is more nutritious than some others' foods. And besides, you can be sure of getting your minimum daily requirement of pepperoni. For years, moms have been telling kids to keep their hands out of the cookie jar. But when was the last time you heard a mother tell her kids to keep out of the pizza box? See what we mean? So, the brand personality that Chiat Day provided in the writing is someone who just loved pizza. They loved making it. They loved serving it. They loved eating it. And they knew it was universal. Everybody liked it. And they just leaned into that hard. Oh, the politics of pizza. Did you hear the one about the couple from Plainfield, New Jersey, who got a divorce because he only ate pan pizza and she only ate thin? We haven't either. My favorite, the one in the center, says, if you want to be sure to get the last slice, put the first slice on your head and continue eating. The last slice will always be there. No one will ask you for it. That would be rude. Passionate pizza writing from people who actually loved eating pizza. Think about this. Even today, and whatever you're doing, does your advertising seem like it's written by someone who actually uses the product or service and really likes it? You don't need an influencer if you write as if an influencer is writing it. A real influencer, a real fanatic, a real fan. Pizza is a fun social thing. It's a socialized thing. It's like you put it on the plate, everyone takes their own slice. And then it gets tricky to see who's the fat person who's trying to get the extra 2 slices and the person who's the quiet person who isn't going to get the last one. Should we order another one? Yeah, probably. And you take it home. Italian food and Indian food recycles so well. In 2 days, the things have kind of grown together more, and it's even better when you heat it up. It changes. They understood this. Even a table tent. This is folded down. Priazzo. What it isn't. Priazzo. What it is on the other side. And it says, I'll read this to you. This is what makes waiting cool. Although Priazzo Italian pie and pizza both have their roots in Italy, which is a nice way of saying we kind of made it up, they are not to be confused. Priazzo has a bottom and a top. Pizza just has a bottom. Obviously, Priazzo is not a pizza. Although Priazzo is a pie, it's not as American as apple pie. It should not be confused with apple pie or any of the fruit pies so popular here in the United States. Oh, are we Italian? Priazzo should not be confused with piazza, which is an Italian word meaning town square. These usually feature a fountain. Priazzo never features a fountain. One more thing. Priazzo isn't available before 4 p.m. Monday through Friday. It is available after 4 p.m. and all day Saturday and Sunday. Entertain people while they wait. So many businesses are so lazy. They think, okay, here's the part where people just have to kind of wait and look at something and just give them the minimum and get on. No, entertain people when and where they wait. Innovate the mundane. Innovate the mundane. Now, all good stories come to an end. And what happened? Pizza Hut, the management changed. Somebody, I think their main fan left. And when your main fan, if a client leaves, you're in trouble. Hopefully they'll bring you another client. Or as Jay Chiat used to say, when the client changes, switch out the creative team. Make sure they have their own people. It's human nature. Well, they wanted more power given to the local, Pizza Huts, and they got so much pressure about what to do and saying we can't do M's, you got to sell pizzas, even though the campaign was working and Pizza Hut's business was up. It was misguided, giving too much power to the local restaurants and franchisee. So they started kind of the crappiest idea that probably ever did was the Rich Hall thing, Pizza Hut on the road, which was it was just kind of the weakest thing I think they did, and even the typography, I didn't like it. Pizza Hut pizza consumes man as entire country watches. And it was a big Winnebago on the road, double page, USA Today. And all the usual kind of long copy stuff that Chiat ruled out, talking about what this was. Rich Hall going around and just talking to people in local Pizza Huts about what they like about their pizza. That was a way of satisfying all the franchisees. Says, we want local Pizza Hut in there. We want hometown Pizza Hut. All right, we'll bring an idea to everywhere and it'll make everyone fall. Yeah. It was a craven idea and kind of weak. And it was just so-so. And Rich Hall was not the kind of celebrity thing they really wanted to do. I think I'd seen it before, blah, blah, blah. They lost the account, went away. But for a time, Pizza Hut had the best inspiring advertising because they talked about our personal universal but highly individualized relationship with pizza, using celebrities in a much quieter way that seemed natural, and you believe they really like their pizza. The story that, if you don't know this by now, when Roseanne Barr was doing it, she was talking as if she was going with her family and, going to Pizza Hut, and they all say, "Hi, honey, you can go to the salad bar and eat a delightful alfalfa sprouts and garbanzo beans. Get real." Because she's just said, "Screw that, I'm going to eat my pizza." While she was talking, so much food was shown in her mouth, they actually had to go frame by frame. Remember rotoscoping? And retouch the food out of her mouth frame by frame because it was kind of disgusting to most people. But showing people actually eating it. Just like in America, you can't show someone actually drinking a beer. They can hold it up. Like, that's what you do with the beer. You pour it and hold it up until the sun goes down. Everyone knows you drink it, but you can't show that people drink it. Like, everyone knows. It's just a ridiculous, stupid FDA, whatever, FTC sort of law about that. Let people drink a beer, come on, or a wine or whatever. Could you imagine chocolate or a cheeseburger or a taco or candy that you couldn't show people actually eating it? Anyways, it was one of my favorite times where they took something ordinary and bland and made it really special. Not wacky, unrelated, irrelevant, but really cool, entertaining, and wow, I wish I'd come up with that. Intimate, about the intimacy of the personal, universal love for eating pizza. And, today, whatever it is you've got to advertise, I dare you. Steal that idea and bring it to what you're doing in whatever medium you're doing. Find a way. Could you imagine Pizza Hut doing a banner ad or something that talked about, is your first bite from the point going to go all the way to the pepperoni or all the way to the celery? Or, you know what I mean? There's so many things you could do in a simple banner ad that just makes people think a little bit more than I want pizza, and this happens to be the one I said, but the way Pizza Hut would talk about eating the pizza, different from Domino's, different from Papa Joe's, different from, or a small local pizza place that could talk in the same intimate way today about that. It would work. Yeah. Remember, again, this is not about, the old days were so much better. In some ways they were. But the most important thing, what makes this work in the thinking of Chiat so fucking kick-ass, is that we need it today more than ever in our digital world, where everything's moving so fast. And just get your crap out there in a hurry. Make it amazing. Think it amazing. Make it better. Then put it out there. Then let the world go, wow. Pizza Hut, Chiat.